Hey, I'd like to make this quick announcement before we get started. Later on in this video, you'll hear me make mention of the previous adventure, episode 4, did not have its sound recorded and was thus scrapped and recapped. What I failed to realize at this time was that the adventure prior to that, episode 3, had also lost its audio, but for different reasons. I give my sincerest apologies for those who missed those adventures, and will quickly recap what happened in Adventure 3 at the end of this message. Steps have been taken so this will never happen again. I apologize for the rocky start this series has had, but it will hopefully be smooth sailing from here on out. And again, I apologize for losing the audio for 2 episodes. After our heroes left Lady Highmark and her manor, joined by Shin the puzzle solver, they went in search of information about Nidalee slavers on the border between the Precipice Quarter and East Gate. Splitting into 2 groups, Mai and Isaac went to East Gate, while Lilina, Kantu, and Shin, the quest acceptor, checked out the Precipice Quarter. Though all but abandoned, it was the Precipice Quarter that they found their lead in the form of Slippery John, the self-proclaimed best sneaker in the Thieves Guild, which was right after he was caught creeping up on them by Lilina's sharp elven eyes. Slippery John's loose tongue and love of the sound of his own name gave him up immediately and began digging his grave. Kantu handedly took him back to the East Gate, where the group reformed. Slippery John then spilled the beans on the slavers and told of a pickup that was happening that very night at an old abandoned tavern called the Fat Pelican. After leading them to their destination, Slippery John scampered off as quickly as Slippery John could manage. The group walked into the dark tavern, using Lilina's light spell applied to Kantu's shield to see around them, when suddenly a foul, multicolored mist knocked out 3 of our party members instantly, leaving only Shin and Mai to face a sorcerer who had been unseen until that very moment. Using the darkness and shadows to hide, the mage threw spells at the monk over and over again, but to little effect. Though it took more than a minute, which is 10 rounds, for the knocked out heroes to recover and rejoin the fight, Shin the Shadow Boxer, backed up by Mai's healing, held his ground, throwing Kantu's shield around the room to catch the spellcaster in Lilina's light spell. Lilina herself, once she regained consciousness, lit the entire room with a series of dancing lights, allowing the arcanist no more places to hide, where he surrendered to Isaac's bow and Kantu's tightening grip. Once in full light, Mai recognized this man as Poltivarch, a wanted felon for fraud, theft, and illegal use of magic. Through an easy interrogation, they found the rumors of slavers to be in fact false, and this was a ruse for Poltivarch himself to catch pathfinders for renown and plunder. Faced with this dead end, our heroes headed for the Ascendant Court, the headquarters of the city's guard, to turn in their captive and to see if Natalia had been taken into custody by them. And now, on to your feature presentation. Hey guys, it's Zeno.
Hi guys, it's Kelsey.
Hi, it's Bradley.
Hi, I'm Yuri.
Hey, it's Jordan.
And I'm Crimson.
And this is our
WZCT in the morning.
It was almost perfect, and this is our
That's why I wanted to go last. So
4th session in our PlayUnity Pathfinder campaign, Shattered Star: The Shards of Sin. In our last episode, we had a bit of a technical difficulty in which I didn't record any audio but mine own. So hopefully this recap will cover everything that was missed. So our heroes left off with their prisoner Poltivarch, whom they defeated in the Precipice Quarter, to the Atlantic Keep so they may turn him into the guard. While they're there, might as well inquire if Natalia had been taken captive. There they met Thadeous of the First Guard. Though seemingly more interested in his papers and work rather than the heroes and their prisoner, he did thank them in the form of gold, or platinum, and informed them that Natalia had not been picked up by the guard, but rather they should find the Tower Girls and ask them. He was further helpful in explaining the Tower Girls could be found with a distasteful creature known as Fenster the Blight, down in the east side of the docks. Lilina asked the guard about the disappearances
and after being pressed, informed them that although most of the missing persons had been found, they had an acute sense of amnesia, and were living in the docks as vagrants when picked up. He asked if they could personally look into the matter for him, and as a preemptive thanks, gave them direction to Fenster and sent them on their way. When arriving at the broken down shack, they followed the directions in accordance with a sign that read, "Leave a gift and wait outside," and dropped 5 gold coins into a tin. After a few minutes, a wooden panel slid open on the door, and 2 eyes, one extremely dilated and the other pure empty white, stared at the 5 adventurers. And that's where we'll begin today's adventure.
Wait, you forgot something
I lost that
important.
1 gold.
Also, Yuri and Isaac and Shin started an epic battle in which Isaac scored 2 critical hits, while
In his
Shin
dreams.
only managed to hit the rogue once, thus
Still in his dream.
killing the monk on the spot until Isaac realized that he had only been daydreaming.
Yay. I still rolled 2 criticals.
Because it was in your dreams. That's what happens
The
when you
dice doesn't lie.
Following the daydream, Shin attacked the air several times for no reason.
Woohoo!
Thus earning himself the nickname Shin the Airfighter.
Look at that 20. The air is gonna get it.
Oh lord.
Slowly,
Why?
You just wasted your hit right there.
Yeah, that's
slowly,
never gonna happen again, right?
slowly.
No?
Yeah, trust me, I know.
Another panel opens next to the tin, and slowly slid out of view into the seemingly ruined shack. The wood rotted down by seawater breeze, the windows shuttered closed by wooden boards. The only solid-looking piece of the house, the door, opened slowly to reveal a creature that most likely used to be human. Boils covering his face and cracked lips, one milky eye staring at nothingness from behind wiry black hair that lays halfway in mats down to his waist. His hunched back covered in stained rags decorated with flies, held together by a thick rope belt. Veins protrude from his arms seen through gray-spotted skin. "What you want Fencer to do?"
Derek, is that you? Derek, do you remember me, man? We met like a couple months ago.
I don't know of this Derek you speak of. The name's Fencer. Fenster the
Oh,
Blight.
sorry. You look a lot like him. I'm sorry, man.
Derek. What's this? What is this?
Derek?
Apparently Derek.
You left me a
This
gift.
looks like
Have you business with me?
Maybe solemn impression.
Hi, Fencer. I'm Isaac, and I was hoping that you know more about the disappearances that have been occurring around Absalom.
We can speak to those 1 girls.
Yes, we'll do that later.
Well, Fencer knows more about the disappearances than he'd like to say, but you might be careful, otherwise you might disappear yourselves.
We'll be fine. Now, what do you know about these disappearances?
It was me. I've stolen them all. All of the little
Liar.
blue dwarfs.
I would like to sense,
Just
sense...
roll it.
Yeah.
Just
sense
call him a
smoke.
liar, liar, pants on fire, and get done with it.
But what if he's not?
Then
Well, that's
you're
why we're
wrong
rolling
and get
sense
over it.
You can roll a not insight, sense motive check. 11.
Oh, great. Good job there.
Well, perhaps I'm not behind all of the disappearances,
Really?
but I do see people show up here, not knowing who they are, where they were. Little blue dwarfies. They talk about my alleyways. I don't know where they came from.
Am I the only one who's having trouble understanding him?
Yes.
It's Gollum.
It's not Gollum.
It's
Sounds
very
like
easy to
Gollum.
It's a guy with a hacking cough.
It's
Sounds like
Gollum.
Gollum.
I can
It's
understand everything, Yuri. You're just you should just get out because you
It
don't
is
understand.
Gollum.
Shut up.
Or an eagle.
So are we having this conversation with each other
Even
while
did
he's
that,
using
huh?
their cough?
Anywho,
Yeah, I'm dying.
anywho. Have you... do you know of anyone named Natalia?
Natalia. Perhaps I know of such a
Yes.
girl.
So okay, he's clean, guys. Let's go.
Do you know where she's at right now?
Oh, my memory is terribly bad, but perhaps I could be persuaded to remember. About
Yes,
the-
that's what I was gonna do.
Does this mean we have to kill him?
Yes.
I roll an intimidate, and I also say, yeah, it'll be a shame if you don't remember, because then we can't let you know that we can't let anybody else know that we're here, so we're gonna have to kill you if you don't tell
No,
us.
you can't use the word kill when you're trying to intimidate someone. It has to be subtle.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Fine,
Well, that would be a
whatever.
real problem. If
We have ways of making
This is a
sure.
nice home. It'll be a shame if something
This-
happens to it, eh?
Mr.
Eh,
Bond.
eh?
We have way making you talk, Mr. Bond.
He
Dastardly ways.
starts to back up just slightly from the crazed people with weapons at his door.
hey,
Fenster knows that she's lurking about in a nearby building. No longer with the Tower Girls, she does not know. Has her own place now. Don't know why. Trying to stay hidden though. But he takes one of his fingers and taps his solid white eye. Nothing in the shadows gets by my good people.
can you show us where it is?
Of course. And he points down an alleyway. And
Yep, let's follow the guy down the alleyway. That's good.
well, no, he just points and he says that it's like 2 blocks down.
Oh, okay. What about the girl? What about the girls? Hold on, ask about the girl.
Huh?
Do
I
you
don't
know
know.
why the people who've been kidnapped lost their memory?
There was some sort of girls that this guy knew or something. I don't
The
know.
Watchtower girls may have found Natalia. That's what you're probably thinking. But those are those are guards, pretty much. Doesn't have anything to do with
Okay,
her.
Okay.
So my question is, do you know why the people who disappeared had amnesia?
Fenster found them that way. He had nothing to do with that.
Found them where exactly?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Upon these docks around my house. 3 blocks that way, this way. They just show up.
Do you know if they have any? Do you have any idea why they were probably kidnapped?
No.
I'm gonna roll the sense motive there.
Alright.
I know.
Yeah.
You rolled a
24.
24. And despite all that, he is actually telling the truth. He's not
I
showing
knew it.
any, well, he's not showing any signs of dishonesty.
Okay, Shin, do you have anything else to ask him? I'm gonna turn on my lights real quick.